Hello everyone, welcome to FT Share channel. In today's video, we're diving into Mazda's unique and intriguing new breakthrough in the realm of two-stroke engines. Despite adhering to the two-stroke concept, this engine incorporates an internal valve system in its combustion process. What's equally captivating is that this engine doesn't require a mix of oil for its operation. The good news is Mazda has patented this technology and plans to implement it in their upcoming cars. So here, we'll delve into the specifics of this engine, from its operational system to its drawbacks and advantages. And most importantly, could this engine potentially enter the realm of mass production? Without further ado, let's dive right into the discussion to quench your curiosity. Before delving deeper into the intricate details, it might be beneficial to briefly outline the workings of a conventional two-stroke engine to better highlight the differences with Mazda's two-stroke engine. Let's simulate the mechanism of a conventional two-stroke engine with the initial condition that the combustion chamber is filled with fuel. Firstly, the engine initiates its cycle when the piston is positioned at bottom dead center, BDC. As the piston moves upward, a vacuum forms at the lower part, the crankcase, inducing the reed valve to naturally open and draw in the fuel mixed with two-stroke oil, along with air for oxygen supply, into the crankcase. Concurrently, within the cylinder, the fuel-air mixture previously present in the combustion chamber undergoes compression as the piston reaches top dead center. Around 15 degrees before the piston reaches TDC, the spark plug ignites to ensure that when the piston hits TDC, the ignited flame propagates throughout the compressed air-fuel mixture. Upon reaching TDC, the second step unfolds. The fully propagated flame generates power known as the expansion or power stroke. This expansion phase drives the piston back down towards BDC. As the piston begins to open the exhaust port, the remnants of combustion exit. Subsequently, as the piston moves further downward, it opens the transfer port or intake. The fuel-air mixture beneath the piston within the crankcase compresses and is forced towards the lower pressure chamber, located within the combustion chamber or cylinder. This gas exchange phase is known as the scavenging process, where the fuel is pushed into the combustion chamber, flushing out the remnants of the previous combustion. Roughly, that's how a two-stroke engine operates, two steps within one power cycle, as the name implies. Here we observe that in a two-stroke engine, each rotation of the crankshaft triggers one ignition. Additionally, the air and fuel passages remain open, contingent upon piston movement and cannot be altered. Conversely, in a four-stroke engine, the cycle follows a more structured sequence. Opening of the intake valve to introduce the air-fuel mixture into the cylinder, compression, combustion or power stroke, opening of the exhaust valve for the expulsion of exhaust gases, followed by cylinder clearance to initiate a new cycle. In this engine, one spark occurs every two crankshaft rotations, theoretically requiring twice the effort to complete each power cycle compared to a two-stroke engine. However, the advantage of a four-stroke engine lies in not needing to draw the air-fuel mixture from the crankcase, allowing for trouble-free engine oil retention. Furthermore, the exhaust cycle in a four-stroke engine differs from that of a two-stroke engine. In a four-stroke engine, the exhaust system contributes to improving fuel efficiency and provides more mileage per liter of fuel. The question arises, how do we merge these two engines and attain the advantages of both configurations? Before we seek a final solution, let's briefly recap the previously discussed two-stroke diesel engine as well. The two-stroke diesel engine is commonly applied in larger machinery such as ships and locomotives. It differs from the typical two-stroke gasoline engine in that it doesn't rely on the vacuum created by the crankcase and piston to draw in air and fuel. Instead, it utilizes a force induction supercharger system for compression. Moreover, this engine features an exhaust valve positioned above the combustion chamber, ensuring efficient air circulation and maintaining clean air during the diesel fuel combustion process. The use of a belt-driven compressor, known as a supercharger, is a superior choice compared to a turbocharger, especially in low RPM scenarios, as it functions more effectively. Now let's delve deeper into Mazda's new patent to better understand the workings of their groundbreaking engine discovery. Basically, this engine comprises elements that are somewhat similar to camshaft, intake valve, and also an exhaust valve, akin to four-stroke engines. However, it has some crucial differences, such as the use of a belt-driven compressor, akin to those used in two-stroke diesel engines. In terms of operation, when the piston begins its stroke from bottom dead center, the intake valve opens, and as the piston ascends, the compressor forces air into the cylinder. Subsequently, the intake valve closes, commencing the compression process. As the compression nears top dead center, fuel is injected under high pressure, followed by the spark plug igniting, triggering the expansion process. This condition generates the force that drives the piston back to bottom dead center. Once all the gas energy is utilized, the exhaust valve opens, and shortly after, the intake valve reopens. Simultaneously, the compressor pushes fresh air in, and the exhaust gases exit through the exhaust port. However, it doesn't stop there. Within the intake port's valve seat, a unique design becomes apparent. This section is engineered to direct the initial airflow toward the cylinder wall when the valve is open, maximizing the scavenging process. Furthermore, the intake and exhaust processes occur almost simultaneously with the aid of the compressor, essentially transforming the four-stroke engine into a two-stroke one. The brief valve opening duration and the near-simultaneous opening of the intake and exhaust valves clarify that the camshaft in this engine rotates at the same speed as the crankshaft. This contrasts with a four-stroke engine, where the camshaft rotates 360 degrees in half a crankshaft rotation. Additionally, this Mazda engine is equipped with additional technology, such as a variable camshaft, enabling the EGR system. The advantage of this EGR system is that under low loads, the exhaust valve closes early to prevent gas from escaping. Consequently, a portion of the exhaust gas remains in the cylinder, expected to fill the volume and enhance compression, thereby delivering more power, reducing pump losses, and maintaining high compression. And the high temperature of the already burnt gas allows the engine to function without the use of spark plugs, similar to a diesel engine. How high is that pressure? The pressure at which fuel is injected into the cylinder is over 700 bars, which is 3 times higher than in gasoline engines and nearly as high as the injection pressure in diesel engines. This mode significantly improves the engine's performance when under low loads, resulting in better fuel efficiency. Another critical aspect of this engine is its air-fuel ratio at 14.7 to 1, closely approaching the diesel engine's AFR at 15 to 1. Therefore, rather than introducing fresh air into the engine and maintaining a high AFR and combustion chamber temperature, utilizing the leftover exhaust gas during combustion provides distinct benefits. It's important to note that this gas is inert, meaning that even with a large engine, most of the cylinder space can be almost entirely filled with exhaust gases that have already been burned. Then, to operate, only a small amount of fresh air and a little fuel are needed. In theory, this allows for better performance than from a much smaller engine. The Mazda two-stroke engine amalgamates various technologies. Firstly, it adopts valve systems from four-stroke engines to achieve precise fuel control and exhaust processes. Secondly, it utilizes diesel EGR systems to recycle gases for maintaining the compression ratio and reducing emissions. Thirdly, it provides one expansion or power stroke per revolution per minute, like a two-stroke engine, which indirectly doubles cylinder utilization compared to a four-stroke engine. Fourthly, it doesn't burn oil. and employs a compressor akin to a two-stroke diesel engine. Lastly, it utilizes sky-active technology to enhance fuel efficiency and follows thermodynamic power cycle principles similar to diesel engines. This involves using compression for expansion, achieving higher efficiency, and featuring a compression ratio nearing 15:1. Now, how about its shortcomings? For its drawbacks, we need to consider various aspects when compared to both pure four-stroke and two-stroke engines. When compared to a pure two-stroke engine, firstly, the high compression ratio required with a longer stroke crankshaft means the RPM achieved by Mazda's two-stroke engine won't reach the levels of conventional two-stroke engines. Secondly, their susceptibility to valve floating, given that springs ideally work below 8,000 revolutions per minute. Thirdly, the loss of assembly process advantages, increased assembly costs, and higher production expenses due to its highly complex construction. Lastly, the need for a heavy force induction system increases the vehicle's weight significantly, compounded by the additional weight of the cylinder head. Now, comparing its drawbacks to a four-stroke engine. Firstly, the expansion process occurring once per revolution per minute increases engine vibration. Secondly, the use of high-performance injection is crucial to supply fuel at high pressure at every RPM. Considering the high-pressure injector applied in cars like the Mercedes-AMG 2.0L Biturbo M139 with a max rev of 7,200 revolutions per minute, dividing that RPM range by 2 and adding a longer stroke, Mazda's two-stroke engine might likely operate within a low RPM range around 4,000 revolutions per minute. Comparatively, when matched against electric motors, this engine could compete well. Observing thermal efficiency and referring to diesel engines, it might achieve 40–50%, while electric motors are around 50–60%. It's somewhat behind, but considering the high cost of batteries and the relatively fragile components in electric motors, Mazda's two-stroke engine might carve its market niche. Now, regarding the sound, don't expect the high-pitched scream that brings ear-pleasing delight, because the RPM range of Mazda's two-stroke engine still raises questions. Don't anticipate a harmonious blend of sounds from a Lexus four-stroke engine and a two-stroke motorcycle either. However, the sound from Mazda's two-stroke engine will undoubtedly be unique and possess its distinct character. Okay, we think that's enough information for this video. What do you think the sound of the two-stroke engine Mazda we just discussed will be like? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments section below. I'm really eager to hear your opinions.